Welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me out my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. Well, I'm home early, which I figured that's what was going to happen. I was going to make dinner, and my kids are sleeping. So I came out to hang out with you guys for a little while. I'm not going to be on for a long time, but I just came to hang out with you guys, see how everybody's doing today. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thank God. It's almost Friday. I don't know. Lately, it's just, I don't know. How about you guys? I don't know. I'm going to see if anybody comes on while I light the Palo Santo real quick. That's what we're doing. We're burning it up. Burning all the bad jujus. There we go. All right. I'm going to see if anybody comes. Hopefully some of my mobs come on. I don't know if any of my mobs are going to come on tonight. Because the chat sometimes be a little wild, you know what I mean? Like, people have no lives, you know? People just have no lives. They have nothing else better to do with themselves. That's all I gotta say. So, this morning I did a live. And I used this specific deck. What is it? It's called Oracles of the Hidden Worlds. So I used this one this morning. And look at this. So I went to go turn on my desktop. And I was like, and someone told me to look on the floor. So I look on the floor. And here this card came out. I didn't see it until like a few minutes ago. And I'm going to show you what this card is. Because it's pretty interesting. Because this card was hiding out. So it says 35, the pathway, direction, purpose, and change, which is pretty interesting. So a lot of you guys are going on a new direction. It's like you guys are going over the bridge, going onto your path, to your enlightened path. So I'm talking to Lightworkers, starseeds, rainbows, whatever you are. I'm talking to the people that are on their path. So your path is changing, your direction is changing, your purpose is changing. There's a lot of changes going on. And you have like these beams of light, like your ancestors, your guides, like helping you along your path. Even though you feel like you're confused, you don't see there's a direction, there is a direction. This full moon is going to enlighten a lot of things on your path, people, places, and things. And as I say, sometimes we have to go on this path alone. Well, being on a spiritual path is not for everyone. It's not. A lot of people commit suicide. A lot of people go into hallucinations without like balancing. So there's a lot to go into being a spiritual being, being on a spiritual path. It's not easy. Everybody thinks it is. Everybody was like, oh, no, it's not. It's not. It's fucking not. Because you have to let go of people, places, and things. You have to heal. You have to walk the path. Like Jesus. You know, when Jesus got crucified and everybody called him names and everybody called him whatever and called him crazy. And his own people betrayed him. So walking on a spiritual path is just about the same shit, just in a different way. We're living in a martyr time, right? As Jesus says, you would do greater things than I. Also, that's meaning don't abuse your power. Jesus didn't abuse his power. Jesus didn't abuse the gift that God gave him. God didn't do that. God chose sinners. He chose 12 disciples. And he knew one of them was going to betray him. So being on this path, we know who will betray us because God sends us on missions. With people, places, or things, it doesn't matter, right? So there was a particular individual that God gave me a mission to do. I completed my mission. And let's just say it wasn't an easy fucking mission. I'd tell you that because this person is very complicated. But you know what? As I said, the reason for a season for a reason, and God puts you in people's path for a reason. You don't know. Okay, so when you're in meditation, right? And you sit with yourself and God gives you a task. And you do that task without any questions. You're like, okay, what is you go through the process, you go through like the bullshit. The topsy-turvy, fucking corners, fucking everything. But you never knew that it was going to be so diabolical. Like how a person could be so evil and so inconsiderate. And so self-centered. And only thinks about themselves. Especially, you know what's so crazy? When this person knows like you're a single parent, you're doing everything on your own, you also have a lot of health issues, they take advantage of that. They abuse their power. And then they manipulate you, right? So this person was like, oh yeah, I got a car for your son, da 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 da. You just have to pay this fee, right? And the whole time it was his brother and his little groupies that he has. Scammers. That's what they are. They're fucking scammers. So there's a reason why God puts you in someone's life. And guess what? They're hard lessons. They're hard to swallow as well. But you have to look at it like this. You will always come out stronger, wiser. And you will always know that they had a purpose, just as well as you had a purpose in their lives. Everybody has a purpose in everybody's lives. Doesn't matter. Like I said, there's whoever you come in contact with, there's always a lesson with that person. Person, place, thing, whatever situation. Kind of like with my daughter's father. He was my twin flame. He was the one that helped me on my journey. He's the one that put me on my journey, actually. He helped me on my spiritual path to be where I'm at today. No man has ever done that. No man. Only my twin. And guess what? My twin never chastised me. Never called me names. Never disrespected me. Only when it came to the matter of things that him and I spoke about. And also I disclosed and things that I knew. Because spiritual people know. They see things that other people don't see. So I told him that the son wasn't his. Whatever. So then he started disrespecting me. Which, hey, he had every right to. Because, okay, if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, look, that kid is not yours, da 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 da. And this person is like, and the girl's like in her 20s and he's in his 30s. So he's about to be almost 40. And the girl's in her 20s. That's why you shouldn't trust those young chicks. Sorry, I wouldn't date a 20-year-old. Not even if you fucking paid me. Because they have no life experience. Also, not just that, they're manipulators. Great manipulators, too. I've seen it. All right? So, like, my God, oh. I don't know what's wrong with chicks these days. They're loose caboose. They just have no self-respect, and they have no values. But to each their own. So to the point I'm getting to is, as I said, people come into our lives for a reason and a season for a reason. Now, let's just say if my twin says, let's say if I run into him one day and he says, Eve, forgive me. Look, this is not my son. You're right. Can we make it work? I'll be like, fuck yes. You know why? Because he never disrespected me the way my soulmate did. He never put me down like my soulmate did. He never took from me like my soulmate did. He never made me feel inferior than my soulmate did. So if God ever blesses me to have my twin back, trust me, I'm going to hold him for dear life. And he ain't going nowhere. That's all I got to say. Because I could say, between the twin flame and the soulmate, I'd rather choose a twin. Any day. Because you know what? He's the only one that helped me to get where I'm at. The only one. My soulmate, okay, he knew I had neck surgery. He knew I got into a car accident. He knew a lot of things. Did he do anything for me? Fuck no. But made my life a living hell for the last fucking year and a half. Year and 2 months. Not a year and a half. I would fuck that. I wouldn't let it go that far. Not over my dead body. So yeah. So soulmates and twin flames. I'd rather choose a twin flame than a soulmate. Like I said, if God ever gives me the opportunity, which I'm not looking, and I don't want nobody. After what I dealt with, fuck no. Fuck no. You go find one of his little sloozies. I'll tell you that. He can have all those girls that use him. Because this chick never used him for anything. I don't know. So enough ranting. I think I ranted for 13 minutes. But I was getting to this card, this specific card. Whoa. That. Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. So. All right, let's see what we have. You know what they say, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I hear this phrase all the time. Oh, you would never find a person like me. No, you won't. Not a spiritual person. If God chose you for a path, a specific path, there is a reason. You can't duplicate energy. Trust me, my twin has tried. It never works. It doesn't. You could replace us. You could discard us. You could whatever. But the energy is energy. And energy never lies. That's all I gotta say. Drink some water. How about that? All right. It's called the secret language of light. We're going to use this. And we are going to see what's in it. We got to see what's in it. Hold on a second. I don't know. Just picking up on a weird energy. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Nothing else better to do. But, sure. All right. All right, let's see what we have. Do-do-do, do-do. All right, so what do we have? What do we have? All right. Let's see. Say our prayers, and then let's see what we have. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For them is the kingdom and power and glory. May the Lord be with us all. I invoke the powers of Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, and Metatron to please protect my energy and my space, and to also let me be a clear conduit for this message that I will be delivering today for the collective. Amen. Well, we saw this full moon in Aries. It's a hunter's moon. Trust me, I felt the energy. I know who it was too. It wasn't my soulmate. He has me like so disgusted. Ugh. It's repulsing, actually. All right, let's see. Sorry, USA. I don't do that stuff. I don't know what type of chicks you've been with, but not me. I don't do rebounds. I don't date other people just because I love someone. That doesn't work that way. Wow, we have Enlightenment. Wow. We also have, look at this. We have in 43 Enlightenment. So 43 is a 7. Exactly. I've given up on dating. I ain't dating. I don't want to date anybody that's... Dude, if you're not spiritual, I don't want nothing to do with you. 0. All right, and then it says 29, which adds to an 11. You are the universe. All right. Let's read Enlightenment. I don't know. Let's just read that one. All right. 43. Let's see what we got. So we have Enlightenment. We're going to read. So it says evolution and gratitude. Yeah, they're nice cards, right? That's a beautiful card. Like, it's really nice. I like it. All right, let's see what we have. It says you're waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times you may feel bewildered, or not quite like yourself. Relax, all is well. You are just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. It is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from the higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you in two and heal any wounds. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. There you go, USA. Just because I went through a breakup doesn't mean I just go dip into somebody else. But let's continue. Instead, see all the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. Exactly. This event or person, will be blamed for pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that ever happened to you. Exactly. Remember what I say about people, places, and things? We have to go through those. Interesting, because I channeled all that before this card came out. Interesting, isn't that? Two, as I said that, and 2 likes and 2 views. We're on to something here. You may even come to see a challenge at the best thing that ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine through as wisdom. Bam. That's all she wrote, folks. All right, we're going to read 29, You Are the Universe. I don't know, I just got this really down. I don't know, it's weird. I felt like this, you know when you're coming down off of sugar? That's what it feels like. Like I just came down off of sugar. And I didn't even eat sugar today. Wait, did I? Actually, I did. Let me take that back. I did. All right, 29. It's an 11. It says, You are the universe. Know the self and know the nature of everything. Exactly. Know thyself before you come at me. You are you, and yet you are also the universe. Just like you, the universe is a living entity. It is not a thing or person that knows everything. It is growing, moving, and reaching forward to experience life in new ways. Whether or whenever you are, you will always recognize yourself and you will always exist. Pay the idea that the universe, in all its manifestations, peers out through you. It mingles and joins with your energy to see the world through your uniqueness. And expand as you do. You are the pioneer of the universal frontier, and the universe needs you to know it in all its forms. If you believe everything is a separate, you will want guide, angel, light being, someone or something outside you who sees you to show you the way. That's crazy, because remember I said this card came out out of nowhere? This card I found just a few minutes ago. It was literally on the floor. And I was channeling messages from this card. All right. So if you believe everything is separate, you will want guide, angel, light being, someone or something outside you who sees you to show you the way. However, everything is as one and nothing is separate, as nothing is on the outside looking in. The universe sees wonderment through your eyes, and you see wonderment in the universe. Become your own authority. I'm not nobody's property. Even if I decide to get married, I'm not your fucking property. I'm God's property, not yours. Because the last I fucking knew, you didn't birth me. You didn't create me. The fuck? The only one I listen to is God. You know, if I would have listened to my soulmate, I would have lost everything. Literally lost everything. See, one thing about my twin and my soulmate, my twin helped me, and my soulmate crushed me. Well, tried to crush me, anyways, but to each their own. So one elevated me and one brought me down. And the funny part is, he says a man is supposed to protect a woman. And the best part, he's a provider. He never provided for me. Ever. He did. $16. I remember this was last year when I was helping him. $16. He said, oh, here, that's it. So from there, I was like, now I see what my value is, and I'm not worth $16. I don't know who you talk to, but I ain't worth $16. And it's not even about the money. It's about the concept. Because he knew I was going through things because I was helping him. Let's continue. However, the universe sees doormats through your eyes, and you see wonderment in the universe. Become your own authority. Choose to feel good by discovering what makes you laugh, love, and enjoy. Focus on this card and you will create similar manifestations. Which one is that? This one. And whatever you don't focus upon, you will fall away from lack of attention. Exactly. Interesting. Well, that was your message. It was a quick one. It was a quick, breezy one. I'm ready for bed, actually. I'm going to take a nice hot bath. I have to go to court in the morning. Not for me. I have a client to take to court. So that should be epic. I fucking hate going to court. Dude, and it's not even for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing pretty good, Keith. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good today. I can't complain. Can't complain. God is good. God is good. So how is everybody's Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It's just Tuesday. I do something with my hair. My hair looks crazy right now. It's gonna rain. I could feel it. Oh, you're welcome. Would you like me to throw you a card? Comfort? It's still so fly. If you want me to throw you a card, Comfort, I'm more than gladly. I'm being generous this evening. All right, let's see what we have for you. Let's try... Also something, it feels like you're going through some personal things. You're in your mind a lot. And it feels like you don't know what direction to go. Let me know if I'm right, if I'm getting to something. And you have so much on your plate, like a lot of us do. But you feel like you're like conflicted right now. And you're trying to, like you're trying to assess the situation for what it is. But you're like, should I do it or should I not do it? Should I go for it? Should I not go for it? So your mind is like topsy-turvy right now. I would like to see if you would like to do any meditations. If you can, do some breathing work. Go outside, ground yourself. You're not grounded. You're far from grounded. I could feel your energy is just scattered. I could feel like you're anxious. Like you're just so anxious. Whew. That energy is heavy. Okay, I got a card for you. And I didn't even use cards yet. So usually what I do is I channel the message and then the cards confirm what I'm picking up on. Usually. Mostly. Well, mostly. Most of the time. Okay. So we're going to take out a Metatron for you. So this one is like, I like everyone to do self-mastery. To love themselves. To also grow, evolve from people, places, and things, situations, so you can better your life. Not anyone, not anybody else's, yours. Because this is your life. Okay? So let's see what we have for you, my dear. Let's get a message for comfort. What's the message this evening? And as I say this, it's 3222. So you could be seeing a lot of twos, a lot of synchronicities at this time. So it's what I'm picking up with that, because there's a lot of twos. So twos are balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. It feels like you're more in your masculine energy than your feminine energy because you don't feel safe. You don't feel heard. You don't feel validated. Remember, you don't need to seek validation from anyone. Not from a man, not from your parents, not from your kids, not from anyone. The only one you need validation is yourself. Can I please get a message for comfort, please? God, Source, Universe, what's the message? Wow. Look at this. That is wild. It says 45. So 45 adds to a 9. And it says endings. You are held. So these endings are necessary, even though they feel uncomfortable for you. They are necessary for your growth. Okay? So we're going to read from the book. Excuse me. Excuse me. $45. So here we go. Yeah. Anxiety of change, yeah. So it says 45 endings, you are held. Drawing this card is about an ending for you now. Okay. You know you have reached the end of a road when you have nothing left to give. No more energy to fight, no desire for a turnaround in present day fortunes. Just a need for a clean break from the past or whatever no longer serves you. We were just talking about this. That's crazy. What you face with the ending now presenting in your life is a path to freedom. Yet it feels daunting and uncharted territories about which you have no understanding. Yet it feels safer to stay with what you know. We were just talking about that. Wow, that's crazy. The jetty out to sea on the card offering an interesting vista, but you would like to turn around and go back rather than jump into a new. Metatron asks you to look again to see whether this ending is your choice or whether it has been thrust upon you, as there is no real way back anymore. The energy has shifted and moved on, and so must you. It may have to do with an area of your life, relationship, job, residence, health, life stages. We face many endings in life. The lesson is knowing how to adapt to change and yield when necessary. It may take a little time, but you know the answer, and that is to begin again. The only option in life when everything ends. For now, you are not supposed to have all the answers. You are asked to put your mind in Metatron and realize that this ending is a blessing in disguise. It may not feel like it now, but you will grow from it and learn from it, and ultimately it will make you stronger. Put aside your doubts and fears. It is understandable that they feel real to you, but they are only an illusion keeping you imprisoned where you are, with no compassion to steer you forward. Walk the bridge, and you do so with Metatron at your side. The sunset and the evening skies telling you that day is closing and evening beckons. It is time. There will be a new day, and after the darkness, the sun will come back up again. This is the eternal divine promise to you. Enter the waters of change, and like a life float, all the support of the angelic realm will keep you at bay and flowing to where you next need to be. Endings are necessary. Otherwise, like life cannot bring in the new. Nature understands this, the sun and the moon knowing when to rise and fall. And you know that for now, an ending is needed, but the new beginning will follow. Be like the birds in the sky who know when the season has changed and the migration to a different place is needed. This is a way of all, and you are urged to look at what is ending in your life now and fly free to the next opportunity or life stage that is offered. All is well. That was your message, comfort. There you go, my friend. Hopefully I helped you some way, somehow. It was a one card, but hey. I channeled the message and then I threw the card, so that was your message. Hopefully it resonated with you in some shape or form. I was spot on. Thanks. If you could leave a comment, that would be great. So other people will know that I'm not a fraud. Because people be coming at me like, dude, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You're welcome. Keith always gives me assistance. Keith, you're not the exception, okay? We already know your skills, bro. Know your skills. Because when we have sessions, like when we interact with our sessions, I give you a session, you give me a session, and it's kind of like, we help each other. So, and that's what light workers are supposed to be doing. It's supposed to helping each other. Thank you. You come free. We already know that one. Actually, that's pretty interesting because I contacted nobody today because I'm like, I need a job done and a good one. So, he's been busy. That actually, nobody's taking classes. He's taking his, yeah. Oh, so if anybody would like to look at Keith's channel, please do. He does nerve repair. So he does memory. What is it, Keith? You do memory repair. Medicine skills. Yeah, there you go. I was trying to think of it, but it just couldn't. It just like my mind was just like. Yeah, I might actually. I think I'm gonna start doing like one pool card readings for people. I don't know. Like my mind has so many ideas. It's like it goes and goes and goes. It's like, it's kind of like the Energizer Rabbit. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Like you have all these ideas and they're just. Let me actually pin that. What time is it? It's 9:33. I'm tired. I got a long day tomorrow. I have a 12-hour shift. So. Actually, it's going to be longer than 12. Because I have to be to work by 8. So. Yeah, I got to be to work early in the morning. I got to go make some money. Honey. Because these bills don't pay themselves. These bills don't pay themselves. Well, I'm manifesting a life partner, not a soulmate. Fucking soulmate. Fuck the soulmate. I don't know. Probably manifest my twin. I might just do that. Manifest my twin. Manifest my twin. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck the soulmate bullshit. Stupid. I want someone that's a blue collar. Someone that works with their hands, that actually knows how to build stuff, Not someone that sits on a computer all fucking day. Yeah. I want someone that works with their hands. Trust me, he works great with his hands. Never a problem there. Never a problem, ever. But all right, my friends. I'm going to go. I'll give you a call later, actually. I'll give you a call later. Oh, excuse me. Where's my cards? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm losing my... See, I need to go to bed. I can't keep track of things right now. So Eve needs to get her ass to bed. She needs. All right, my friends. I will catch you soon. I don't know when, but I will catch you soon. You guys have a great one. It was nice to meet you. Comfort. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you this evening. It was very pleasurable to read for you. And I'm glad I helped you with what you're going through. Because a lot of us are going through some shit, you know? You're just going through some shit. And there's always someone there to help. See, God is never late. God is never late. Ever. All right, you as well. All right, guys, have a good night and stay safe out there. And remember to always focus on yourself and no one else. All right, guys, bye.